is more than a channel. This is more than a podcast. This is a mirror, a safe space, a breaking of silence that's lived in my bones for generations. Welcome to Black Trauma with Mem's Empire, where vulnerability isn't a weakness, it's a superpower. Here we speak the unspoken, the trauma hidden behind smiles, the pain passed down in silence, the cycles we were born into but refuse to pass on. I share not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. From childhood wounds to adult survival, I'll be unpacking the truth, no matter how uncomfortable, so our children won't have to carry what we were never allowed to name. This is how we change the narrative, through honesty, through accountability, through healing that begins with us. You are not alone. Let's break the cycle together. Welcome to Black Trauma with Mem's Empire. I'm your host, Mem's Empire, and this is a space where we get real about love, life, and everything in between. Today we are diving into a topic that, many of us are quietly struggling with, which is dating fatigue. Whether you are burnt out from the apps, tired of the small talk, or just feeling drained from the constant cycle of almost relationships, you're not alone. The majority of people are relying on these dating apps, and these are not just the typical open the app, swipe left, swipe right, you match a person and you wait for the day that you're gonna be ghosted and then you try again. But this, we're talking about DMs now. People are using DMs as dating apps. I can tell you, I get at least 30 to 40 DMs a day asking me out on a day, and sometimes I make my own judgment and I go on the profile, I do my own swipe, but my judgment is let me down constantly, and I've gotten to a point where I don't even want to check any DMs anymore. I'm sick of it, I'm tired of it, and dating has started to feel like a second job for me, like an emotional labor with no return and nothing bringing back anything at all. And this feeling is real, guys. It's really real. And we're going to talk about it today. So let's unpack what dating fatigue really is, why it happens, and most importantly, how to cope with it. And maybe even fall back in love with the idea of love. Let's get into it, guys. So what is dating fatigue? Dating fatigue is an emotional burnout from the cycle of dating, of modern dating. Think constant small talk, shallow connections, ghosting, mismatched expectations, all while still hoping to find someone meaningful. It can feel like a treadmill, like you're stuck on a treadmill and you're just running and you're running, but you're not getting anywhere. And when the hope starts fading, the exhaustion hits. So trauma plays a part in dating fatigue, and the role of trauma in dating fatigue is that in many of us, dating fatigue isn't just bad dates or annoying apps. It's about emotional exhaustion linked to past trauma. If you've experienced abandonment, betrayal, emotional neglect, or any kind of relational trauma, dating can reopen old wounds. Every ghosting might echo past rejection. Every letdown feels like proof that, you're not enough. And your nervous system starts to associate dating not with joy, but with a threat. You're just tired of people. You're tired of hurting. And you're scared to put yourself out there because you're so exhausted from getting over the last heartbreak. And you're like, I can't go through this again. So I can't go there. So the minute you see any signs of their expectations not being met, you're like, nah, I'm not doing that again. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to go through it again. So everything that is said by the other person, is done by the other person, is heightened. You see it in a different perspective all the time. Someone can say purple to you, you will be hearing green. This is what trauma does to a person if you don't heal and you start dating people. This is why people are now dating and coming out of this relationship worse than they were before. So people need to get to a point where they heal from their own trauma so that they can feel safe to go out there and show up in someone's life, not as a hazard, not as a liability. People are just too reckless out there. They are really reckless. And it's not a safe space for people dealing with trauma. It's not a safe space for people with mental health issues. It's not safe. So I am pleading with everyone. If you know you haven't healed from any trauma and you are having, let's say you're having any emotional problems, you have mental health issues, you are not sure of yourself, or you're looking to validate some sort of pain or some sort of feeling in you, please know that's not right. That's toxic. You need to go and get your healing. You need to go out there and do the work and get therapy, and then come back into this in the mindset that you are not going into a thing trying to see what you can gain out of it, what you can take out of it constantly. So when we haven't fully, processed all that and all those experiences, we show up in survival mode. We are hyper vigilant, we are avoidant, we are anxious. And even now, it's not that you're bad at dating, but it's that your body is trying to tell you that. You understand? And I'm going to give you the signs to help you maybe identify and reflect if you are truly fatigued from dating and you need a break. You start dreading opening dating apps, text messages, or anything. You feel emotionally drained after every conversation you have with a boy or be anyone attracted or whoever you're into. You're cynical about love. You start blaming and questioning your worth. You start to feel disconnected, like you're just going through the motions, like everyone is living in the life of their life, time of their life, and you're just there. You understand? So if you nodded your head to any of these, I think it's time to pause. Not to give up, but to pause so you can heal. So I'm going to offer you some practical tools, hopefully maybe direction, take an intentional break from all this dating up and step back and reset this nervous system and do the inner work. Start journaling and do like somatic healing, whatever you feel like, helps you to do with the past judgment. Reconnect with what makes you feel whole outside of dating. Rediscover friendships, hobbies, a sense of self-worth. Set new intentions. When you're ready to re-engage, ask yourself this: am I dating to find connection, or am I dating to validate a wound? Self-awareness changes everything. If you date with a self-awareness, it changes everything. So when you know yourself, when you know that, okay, I'm talking to Martin, but with Martin I feel like it's just a friendship, you quickly tell Martin that. You don't waste Martin's time. You don't waste your time as well. Do you understand? You can literally tell Martin that, I know what I want. I know who I want. You understand? I know, like with me, I know when I'm attracted to you or not. And with me, like I said before, I get a lot of DMs. But if you realize the type of men that I've settled for. I don't know why. The men that did not want a relationship, they would literally tell you, I'm not a relationship type of guy. I'm a very busy guy. I'm always working and everything. And it's not fair for you to come to you and give you half my effort. And it's not fair on you. So if we put a name on this, I fear that, it's going to end up making things worse and everything. But I can only be casual with you, see you when I can, see you when you can. Do what we need to do, and that's it. And I drained it. Trust me, I was in the hope that, okay, hopefully this person is going to end up seeing me for who I am and seeing that I'm actually a blessing to him and want to commit to me. But no, he did not want that. I wasn't the only one either. Do you understand? So I realized that he's not wrong. He might have struggled to tell me that, I'm not attracted to you to that point that I want to be with you in that sense. His way of explaining that is, I'm not available to do that. So that doesn't make him a bad man, a bad person. He just doesn't have awareness and, that maturity to be able to express himself and say, do you know what, I like you, but I don't think I like you enough to want to commit to you. That's the honest truth. That's the honest, it's plain and simple like that. There is no, I'm too busy for a relationship. There is no, I'm too busy to do this. It's either you want it or you don't. End of story. You understand? So I'm just tired of it. I'm sick of it. You understand? So I've gotten to a point where I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to date anymore. I'm just going to be sorting myself out, giving myself the love that I'm so desperate to give another man. I'm going to give it to myself and my kids, and I'm just going to move like that because I've gotten to a point where I can give a guy my number and we're sorting out everything, date and whatever. He's calling me the next day. I really don't want to answer the call. I'm just fed up. I'm just like, you know what? What's the point? I'm going to answer that call. We're going to flirt on the phone because I know how I am. We're going to flirt on the phone and then see you next time and we sleep together and that's it. That's you done. You're going to go. That is trauma as well. So I've realized that I need to stop that mindset that I'm very cynical about being in love, cynical about relationships and going into a person's life with this mindset that, okay, I just want us to be FBs. Let's do that. When you're ready, I'm ready. And that's it. I don't want anything more. And that's a toxic cycle. It's a really toxic cycle because who doesn't want someone to call theirs? Who doesn't want someone as beautiful as I look to call my wife, to call my girlfriend? No, darling. It doesn't make sense. So you have to tell yourself that. You have to open your eyes and realize that, you are the prize. And if no one wants to give you that prize, that's it. You understand? I've become very irritable as well. If I give you my number and you're taking 3 days not using that number, you're blocked. I don't have time for that anymore. I don't know. I cannot be just saving numbers for you to watch my stories and never communicate with me. I can't do it, guys. I can't. I just block you. Do you understand? I only keep numbers that work in my phone. Numbers that work in my phone. I have an ex that I wouldn't call him an ex or anything, but this guy, even when we've broken up, I actually genuinely like the guy. I have a soft spot for him because he is a good guy. He has taken me from a place where I was really down, and he has really taken me for who I am. And he's got his own demons as well. But that guy cares about me. You understand? That's the only guy I've kept his number in my phone. And I've not, worried him about him not calling me, him not whatever. And, even my phone bill is paid for. I don't even, that one I can guarantee you that he is one of the good guys that I've met. because if you knew what I'm going through right now, you will understand what I'm saying. And also, if you knew who I was as a person, I'm a person that I'm very grateful. So for someone to pay for my bill every month and not even look for me, not even want sex, not even want anything from me, but just being a nice person, that speaks volumes for me. It just speaks volumes. So I'll never hate that person. I'll never hate him. And I don't think I'll ever be comfortable with sitting with anyone putting him down as well, because I believe that the reason we're not together is because he's got his own demons. I have my own demons. They're not just going together. Do you understand? And we'll end up being bad people. And we are just beautiful people. We are nice people. And he's a good dad. He's always in his kid's life. And he is a beautiful person deep down. But everyone is their demons. And I just hope he gets to a point where he makes changes in his lives and takes steps to healing, so he can get to a point where he is the true alpha he is, because he is a good man. He's just sad. You understand? So when I see men saving my number and they don't give me nothing and they ask for more, but they give me nothing, it will not work. I will just be like, no, I can't deal with that. I cannot. If I wanted that, if I wanted to be intimate with the guy, I know if I call him, the other guy I'm talking about, he will give me that. Do you understand? There is nothing I ask for from him that I can't get. He will give it to me because he genuinely has a soft spot. He just feels for me. He doesn't feel sorry for me, but he feels for me. And there's an attraction there that's there, but it's just not good enough for him to commit to me and be secure and just concentrate on me only. You understand? So because of that, I stepped aside so he can carry on with his lifestyle, and then I can see him when I want to see him, and you know, there is no hard feelings, there's nothing. But in my head, he will continue being a good person to me, because since we broke it off, I would say 8 months ago, there is no change. Like, there is not even a day I wake up and I think, oh my God, my phone bill. No, darling. And I thank God for him. I really do thank God for it. And if he's watching this, I want you to know that I really appreciate you. And I'm not being a gold digger or anything. You have no idea what you're doing for me. And I know, I don't want to be upset. I know that God is going to reward you. God is going to reward you in some way. And I know he's already rewarding you. You deserve it. You're not a bad person, but it's not what I need right now. I need a secure man that's all about me, and that's it. But that doesn't make you a bad person. That's fine too. But I hope that you get to a point where you take steps to healing and get there. You know. So moving on to the next part. This is why I was like, let me do this quick little episode about dating fatigue and just making awareness out there, because the more I get to know myself, the more information I find, the more I want to share with you guys. I just love it. I enjoy sharing information with you, with the world. It's my purpose. This is my purpose, sitting in front of a camera and talking. And hopefully in the coming months, I want to be doing interviews. I've got interviews lined up in May, June that I'm going to bring up to you guys, that I'm going places, guys. I have big visions for my brand and for my vision, and you know, for my purpose. And I know God is not a liar. I was built for this, and God wants me to do this at this moment in time, and I will not stop, even if it means I'm doing it in my bedroom, in the corner of the room, when the rest of the room is messy. Yeah, I'm still doing it, and it's still coming out to you looking spotless, and that's a power. I can be vulnerable, and that's a power. I can look like any person I want to look like, homeless, beautiful, body, anything. That's has their power. But what I'm not going to do anymore, I'm no longer dating. I'm going to leave dating for now. I know I said it on Facebook some time ago, and I said I'm going celibate. Definitely could not do that, and I couldn't do it. But dating, if you want to take me on a date, I don't want to know. I just want to go straight to the bedroom. I come back to my house. Simple as that. And if I want that, I'm just going to look for the one I want. Because what I've realized as well, I'm not shy to approach, to shoot my shot. I can literally do that. I'm just confident like that. If I want something, I will get it. Do you understand what I mean? And it's not a good way of being to just go to someone just because you want to be intimate with them. I won't be better than the last guy I was talking about. So I need to lead by example. I have kids that are watching me, the way I move. But right now, I've put dating on the side. I don't want to see a date. I don't want to be taken out on a date. I don't want to date. I don't want to date. Done. Leave me alone. I don't want it. Right now, I'm going to date myself. I'm going to take myself to places I want to. Because as it is right now, there is no man out there so far that has showed me that they deserve to be with me. Simple as that. And I'm not going to beat around the bush. Because I'm doing the work. And there's nothing more pricey than that. So let's go to the next part, which is the conclusion. To conclude, guys, I want you to remember that you matter. You matter. You should not settle. Self-awareness is something that you can use as a strength. If you know yourself, you know what you bring to the table, you know what you're ready to walk away from. I am a person where I will hang around for a long time, more than I should. But when I'm gone, I am gone. That's come because of self-awareness. But it doesn't come easy. You have to do the work to get to know yourself, to know your surroundings, to know your behaviors, and to know what you deserve. I'm not putting down dating. Dating can be beautiful, but not when it costs you your peace. If you are tired, rest. If you are hurting, heal. And when you do come back to dating, do it from a place of wholeness, not desperation, because the healthiest relationships start with a healthy you. Otherwise, people are going to take advantage of you. If you are healthy, you know what to accept, what to tolerate, and what to not. But anyway, thank you for hanging out with me. I love you. And please take care of that beautiful heart of yours. Please leave a comment, share your story. If this episode resonated with you, tell me. Come on, let's talk about it. Yeah? Thank you so much for every support, every like, every share, every view. I give you all my gratefulness. Thank you so much. And I'm hoping next time I come back, it will be something big. Thank you so much. I love you and good night.